Hello everyone, welcome to a new vlog. I hope you're doing well. I cannot believe we are in August already. So a couple of weeks ago it was Chris's birthday, which is a really lovely day. That was the first time we went out as a family, I think, since the lockdown. And he chose to go to a timber yard on his birthday because he didn't want to lose any time not doing the van because we were really cracking on with it then. If you haven't realised, we've been doing a van conversion, so if you're interested in that sort of thing, do go and have a look at that playlist because we are getting close now, which is quite exciting. So yeah, that was a really lovely day. We had a pub lunch out as well, which was really nice, and sang happy birthday to Chris with cake in the evening. So all in all, it was a really lovely day. So what else have I been doing recently? I've been trying to keep up with the garden, trying to keep on top of the weeds. As you know, I've been battling the bramble. I've just been doing that every now and then. The weather's been a little bit hit and miss. I think by the time this goes out, I think we're due another heat wave, so we don't want it too hot because then it gets too hot to do anything out there. But so I've been doing that here and there when I've had time, and actually the garden's looking quite nice again. It had a low point where there was not much in bloom. I do definitely need to get some more summer colour in my garden. That would be nice. So one of the things I had to get ready before we did go away in the van was I had to sort myself out with a face mask because Boris Johnson announced that they were becoming compulsory, and I hadn't sorted myself out one. I had one that Jude happened to have that I borrowed, so it was about time I made myself a proper one. So Chris actually bought himself one, so I used that as a template to make my own pattern, and I used a scrap of luxury curtain lining fabric for the lining. I think I'm pretty sure it's a cotton and silk blend, so that's quite nice and soft against the face. And then I had a stiffer fabric to keep it shaped, so I think it's like an upholstery cotton on the outside, a floral pattern. It's not perhaps the nicest in the world, but it's a bit nicer than perhaps blue disposable ones anyway.
You do have some experience of working with
It turns out there are people in the village that run a costume hire business, and this week they're running a sale to get rid of the stuff that they don't really hire out anymore. So I've just been over there to have a look around, and they're selling everything off by the bag load, so small bags of £5, £10 and £20. So it was bargain stuff, but it wasn't really the best quality stuff either. Most of it was quite polyestery, very hurriedly made sort of stuff. But even so, I managed to get a couple of things, so I thought you might be interested, so I'll show you what I got. And I managed to stuff it all into a £10 bag, so I'm quite pleased with that. So this is Rain's actually, and it's a giant fleecy onesie, but because it's pink and because it's got pom-poms, she had to get it, so she's laughing.
I might as well watch the haul myself.
Okay. Alright. This is actually really nice, good quality fleece, so she's not decided whether she'll just wear it as a onesie for bed or whether she'll use it to make some kind of blanket. But so that's one of Rain's buys. There's something else of Rain's in here as well, I think. Oh, she found a pink gingham cotton shirt. Yeah, that's very her. This is my best purchase, I think. I'm not entirely sure whether it's meant to be a skirt or a cloak. If it's a skirt, the waistband is tiny, but that's going to be good for a underskirt for a big poofy ball gown, I think. So yeah, I rolled that up small and got it in the bag. Oh, and this was on the hanger. It's just a pair of satin trousers, but this is actually nice satin, so again I can use this in a wedding dress. And we've got a big skirt that just is a very basic standard cotton skirt, but I thought I'm pretty sure this is cotton, I could dye it any colour I want. It looks like it's going to fit me, and yeah, Might be just a nice plain basic skirt to have. And then lastly, this is obviously for a wedding dress, so it's something I might see how I can... Oh, I just realised it's got, wow, really padded boobs. So I don't know if this was meant to be a dame costume or just for someone who felt they needed a little extra. But anyway, look, so it's got a boned corset front, these sort of peplumy fairy things here, and a zip up the back, some pretty netted sleeves. So I'm quite sure there's something I can do with this. Not quite sure what yet, but I'm on a creaky floorboard. I'm sure I can make something pretty out of that. So there we are, my little mini haul of old costumes. Right, on with the day. Currently filming this the day before we go out in our new van, so I've got a lot to do. And it was so nice to get away in the van. It was such a nice weekend. That vlog probably went up last week, so if you haven't seen it yet, do go and have a look, because yeah, it's just nice to do something different, isn't it? And to get out in the world a bit. And it was very busy in Cornwall though, I have to say. There was a lot of people there, and we're just hearing that more and more people are going down there as well. So I don't know if we're going to go somewhere different towards the end of summer. I don't know, we'll see. We've just had a lovely visit from my sister and her family. It was really nice of them to come out of their way to pop in for a couple of hours on their way. They're off to Cornwall as well for their holiday. We love Cornwall. It was where me and my sister were taken for, we usually went in Easter actually. We usually went over my birthday time. And obviously the happy memories have lasted, and now we both want to go there all the time as well. And I think their kids are enjoying it just as much too, which is really lovely. So anyway, they stopped by. Yeah, it was nice to see them. I haven't seen them since Christmas, and I'll be seeing my parents next week as well, so that's going to be nice. And while she was here, I thought I'd ask my sister to give you a couple of tips about branding. I know many of you have your own businesses, particularly creative businesses who watch this channel, and my sister's been working, by the way, I keep saying my sister, her name is Jane Mucklow, and I will put her links below, but she's at janemucklowphotography.co.uk, and she's also been pivoting a little bit towards branding, and branding's been on my mind lately because that's related to my exciting announcement coming up soon, I hope. So that website is called pictureyourbrand.co.uk. She's mainly doing branding photography for companies, but she's also been teaching over the lockdown when she hasn't been able to get out. She's been teaching over Facebook, doing loads of Facebook Live. She's been so busy this summer. She's always doing something, and she's done a course for families to help teach your children how to use cameras and cameras on phones and iPads and all that sort of thing. And so I recommend you go and check out her website, and definitely go over to her Facebook page, which I think she mentions, just for some photography tips, branding tips, and all kinds of business tips. Basically, she's been doing a lot of that, and it looks really good. I didn't give her much warning for this, so I think she did really well, but I asked her to do a couple of top tips to help you with your branding.
Okay, so my 3 top tips for branding your creative business. Your brand needs to reflect you. So you are what makes your business different to all the others out there, so you need to build a personal brand that puts you at the centre of it all. So with all your social media content, your blogs, your emails, your lives, all the stuff that you put out there, all your content, you need to share your personality, share your photos of you, and make sure that it all aligns with your values. And doing all of that will help your audience to get to know you, to like you, to trust you, and to want to buy from you, which is what we all want, isn't it? If you'd like to know more about branding your business and getting better brand photos as well, you can come and join me in my free Facebook group called Your Brand Story. It'd be lovely to see you in there. Thank you.
Cool. Do you all fit in there? Bye. And yes, although I mentioned she's on her way on holiday, by the time I've finished filming this video and edited it. I'm sure she'll be back, and she'll be back onto those Facebook lives again, so do go and check those out too. Yeah, but I do have some good news about the New Forest Fairy Festival. If you've been following me for a while, you'll know that every year I have a stall there, and that's normally in August. Normally right now I'd be preparing for it because it was due to be on next weekend. It's annoying because actually it could still have been on next weekend, but I think to be on the safe side, Holly the organiser postponed it, so it's now actually the last weekend in September. So at least it's still going on, and I've got a stall booked there, so if you want to come and find me and have a look at my clothes in person, then you do need to pre-book your tickets this year. There's no like walk-ins, it all has to be done online so that she can, you know, for the track and trace thing, and so that she can control the numbers of people on the site. I'll put the link below to go and get your Fairy Festival tickets, because I'm really hoping it's going to be a good year this year. If you watched last year's, you'll know it was a bit of a disaster because of a storm that came in, and the whole of Saturday was closed, so I missed out on half of my takings, which was really... Oh well, I took it on the chin at the time, but now this as well. I really hope that people do go and get their tickets. Even if it's not something for you, if you've got friends that you think might enjoy the festival, please do go tell them about it. Yeah, so fingers crossed it's going to be good. But I will obviously do a vlog for that weekend, and so you'll see how we get on. So I now have some exciting news to tell you about. Well, it's exciting for me anyway, because this is something that I've been building towards, and we've been starting to get this together since March last year. So it's been a long time coming, but I finally have put live the new Threads of a Fairytale website, and I'm so excited about it. I'm so proud of it. I'm not a technical wizard, so Chris has been helping me do all of the proper programming for it. So that's why it's been taking so long, because obviously because he works almost all the time lately. Oh, the battery light's flashing at me. I'm gonna run out of battery any minute, but I'll carry on for now. Eventually we got some free time, and it's helped me out massively. So thanks to Chris as well for this, because I couldn't do it without him. I certainly wouldn't look this good without his help. The best thing about this new design is that I now have my own shop on my own website, so I don't have to keep redirecting people over to Etsy. It's good to be on Etsy. It's a good piece. People go there, they know it as a handmade marketplace, and I get found a lot there, but I also want to be able to direct people to my website so that they can shop from there too. So the exciting thing for you to know is that I have been through the new shop just the day before yesterday actually, and I've just gone on a reduction spree. I just thought, let's reduce some of these items, let's let people find some bargains, because some things are reduced to half price, most of them are at least 20 or 30% off. Now is a great time to go and have a look at the new website. It's threadsofafairytale.com. Find the shop and then just scroll, have a look around the different sections, and hopefully you'll find some nice fairytale clothing that you might like, and get it while it's on special offer, because it's not going to last forever. So that is my big news, and so good to get that ticked off my list. It really is. Yeah, so that's why I was talking to Jane about branding, because it's obviously been on my mind with doing the new website. You know, getting the design right is all very important. Okay, I'm going to change the battery. It's really flashing furiously at me now. And we're back. Right, what was I saying? Yes, about the branding. So if you're thinking about the branding of your creative business, I've got a couple of good recommendations for you, and they're two books by Fiona Humberstone. These are fantastic. If you can't afford to outsource your branding, then these books are brilliant to help you do it yourself. And they also give advice on how to work with a designer and that sort of thing, so it's good for that as well, and how you can help your design team or brand team to get it right how you want it to be. So the first book I bought is How to Style Your Brand, and this is the more fun one. This is the visual branding mainly, so it's a lot about logos, how to choose your colours that suit your business, how to choose the right fonts and all that sort of thing, how to get all the photography to be the right style that you'd like. So that's all about the sort of visual styling of it. And then this one, Brand Brilliance, this one really delves into the real sort of nitty-gritty of your business. It asks questions that you might not necessarily have properly thought about, you know, taking the time to really think, well, what message do I want to convey, what are my core values, you know, all that sort of thing. I was really impressed basically how it just asked the right questions to make you think, yeah, what message, you know, what message do I want to send out to everybody. So I do recommend that you buy both of these, definitely, and I think Fiona Humberstone does courses and things, so do check out her website as well. Okay, so my biggest tip for figuring out your brand is working out what it is you are selling, and by that I mean, what are you really selling? So I think, was it in this book or was it, did I hear it on a podcast? I'm afraid I can't remember now. The example was cushion covers, and you might think, well, that's just a thing, you can get that anyway, you can buy that. You can buy cushion covers in your local supermarket if you want. So the example showed how she really helped the person that made the cushion covers get down to the core feelings of the business, I suppose. I can't think of the right, I don't know if I'm saying the right words. Then it came down to the fact, you know, her niche was sort of old-fashioned patterned prints, I think, that reminded her of being at her nan's house, sort of being all cozy, having cups of tea on her nan's sofa with these nice old-fashioned looking cushions. And then that then gets you to think, well, so you're not just selling cushion covers, you're selling that feeling of being cozy and being comforted by family and having just cozy times and cozy moments, and so that's what she was selling. So then you start to think about how to convey the feeling of what you're selling, not just the item of what you're selling. So that would be my biggest branding tips. So for myself, you could say I'm selling fairy dresses, but what I'm really selling is not just the dress that I'm selling, it's the feeling of putting something on that makes you feel beautiful. And that really is true. When I've made something that I know is going to fit me just right because I've set the mannequin at my measurements and we go and do a photo shoot ready to list the dress on the website, I do feel magical in it. I feel like a princess. And so it's that feeling, that's what I'm selling, and that's what I want you to feel like when you wear one of my dresses. So I know that I need my branding to be sort of like magical, whimsical, probably paler colours, elegant styling, because I want you to feel, yeah, I mean, like princesses feel elegant, don't they? That's really helped me get the right style of everything. So that's my top tip to you. Really think about what it is you're really selling, not just the product. So there we go, that's rounded up this video nicely, I think. Do let me know if you've branded your own business, or if you're thinking of it. Hopefully these books will really help you out, and hopefully mine and Jane's tips will help as well. And yeah, let me know in the comments, let me know your businesses. If you're watching this and have your own business, then please share the link below, and then we can all go and have a look at each other's websites. That would be really interesting. And also we might make connections down in the comments and find things that we might have been looking for anyway. So it'd be really nice to help each other out with that sort of thing. And so that leaves me just to say goodbye. Please go and have a look at my new website and let me know what you think. I hope you like it, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.